young boy, I was enamored with pirates. I loved to watch the adventures of Errol Flynn swashbuckling in the movies. I had such an adventurous spirit that I had to be dressed up as Captain Kidd at Halloween, and I begged, and I mean absolutely begged my parents to take me to the world-famous Pirate Chest restaurant in Austin, Texas, where I could not only order from the little lady's menu, but also don an eye patch and dig in the backyard for buried treasure. Everyone knew that I loved pirates too. When I went with my mom to the cash and carry grocery store, I would sometimes get into imaginary sword fights with Billy, the checkout attendant. Or when we went to the neighborhood golf station for a fill-up, Mr. Broadus, the owner, would say, "How you doing, little bucko?" Even the rector at my church would hold up his finger at a hook at the end of the service and say, "Arg, may the peace of the Lord always be with you." Yes, I was a known member of the Austin, Texas chapter of Pirates. It was no surprise to anyone that I requested a pirate party for my 7th birthday. My mom and my dad built a gangplank at our front door so that all of my little pirate friends could come on board the Black Pearl. My parents even made a pirate ship out of a jungle gym in the backyard. Out of it extended a long, long gangplank. I can still remember that magic moment during my party when my mom called all of us little mateys up together around the jungle gym to see the pirate ship. All of a sudden, the yo-ho-ho music began on the record player, and on top of the makeshift pirate ship appeared the most awesome pirate I had ever seen in my life, named Captain Jack. Now, even Johnny Depp could not beat the authentic realism of this pirate. The music stopped, and Captain Jack began to tell stories about the compassionate adventures of the pirates, how they fought for England to protect the seas, and the code of honor by which they lived. He said if we wanted to be pirates, we had to brush our teeth, clean our rooms, and actually be nice to our brothers and sisters. Everything was going well until I began to realize that something was a bit amiss when Captain Jack swaggered out onto the gangplank and delivered what sounded like a buccaneer blessing of sorts. Then just as he was finishing, actually making the sign of the cross, we heard a loud crack, snap, boom. Yes, Captain Jack fell about 10 feet to the ground when the gangplank gave way underneath him. Of course, all the kids started screaming and crying. My parents and grandparents all ran up toward Captain Jack as he writhed on the ground and moaned in pain. After he came to a bit, my dad actually helped him to his feet. As Captain Jack went back to his car, I'll never forget him stopping right in front of me. "Arg, may the peace of the Lord always be with you." I realized this was not only the toughest pirate I'd ever seen, but it was Father Salvers, the rector of our church. Somehow my parents had persuaded him to dress up like a pirate and come to my birthday party. He saw the party as an opportunity to teach us the importance of loving each other and to give us a blessing. Looking back, I guess that was the magic and defining moment when I decided that maybe someday I'll become a priest instead of a real pirate. Perhaps this is the same risk that the Good Samaritan ventured is the same risk for those who founded Locust Grove. Perhaps this is the same adventurous compassion that Father Salvers ventured to come to my birthday party. Perhaps this is the same risk that Austin Ford took when he fought for civil rights. And perhaps it's the same risk, the leap of faith that inspired the bishop, the canons, and all of you to plant this church. That being said, I must say that faith, hope, opportunity, and risk-taking all go intrinsically together. Well, I'll leave you in most excellent hands. A very, very exciting director, Reverend Brian Vestry, a great staff, and our beloved steward, of course. He won't be smiling when he's throwing water on you in a few moments. I do want to say that it will take much more faith and hard work to take this infant church to sustaining seas. Like all church plants, we have significant debt, and our financial livelihood depends on your continuing stewardship, not the bishop's. And a large part of our ability to navigate the future depends on a successful school. So far, so good. But please know that your dedication must continue to be manifest so that this great adventure can continue for another 100 years. Well, my adventure continues as well. I've been given a difficult assignment in New York on behalf of our national church. Oddly, God, in God's infinite wisdom, this time I get to reduce debt instead of creating it. This time we'll also have a little free time, some leisure time to spend in my garden, doing a little seeding in the investment banking arena and leading in restructuring banks. Not as much fun as St. Bede's, but somehow I feel my adventure is just beginning. Thank you for the privilege to serve. Thank you for sharing yourselves, your joys, and your sadness. But mainly I have to say one